parents, it's Robbin McManne here. How many times are you caught yelling at your kids when you just need them to do the most simple things? How often is it hard to get them to go from one thing to transition to another thing? How hard is it for you to just get out the door? Well, I am here to give you a simple parenting tip because what I believe is that small, consistent changes, adding them up over time, creates massive shifts in your parenting and in the harmony of your home. I know this for sure because look, I've been there. I have an extremely difficult, strong-willed child who has really given me a run for my money over the years. And it's because of this beautiful boy that I have. And I've got two kids. He's just the one. He's the one. I know you know what that's like. I know that if you're watching this video, you probably have the one too, the one that really challenges you in ways that you never knew that you would be challenged in, and a child that makes you lose it, but also that child is your biggest gift because they are the ones inviting you to do things differently, inviting you to change. And that's what I was able to do after years of feeling miserable and powerless and so angry that I wasn't getting the cooperation that I wanted and the obedience, the listening, the cooperation. I knew I had to do it a different way. Otherwise, I probably just would have left my family. I was in such a dark place. So I am here to tell you that these small changes make a huge difference. So let's dive in to this week's tip, which is all about connecting with your child before you make a request. Connect before you ask. While you're here, if I can ask you to please like this video, please also subscribe because I've got weekly tips for you every week. And you'll see that you will start to have some big shifts in your parenting. So please do hit that like button, to subscribe, and also the little bell so you know when new videos are uploaded. I would love that. Now, my channel is all about these tips and tools and solutions for you. Plus, I also have my podcast, Parenting Our Future, on this as well. And this is where I have brilliant guests that also give you and me new information on things that are in all areas of parenting, from sleep to meltdowns to school to getting into colleges to mindset. And even sometimes we talk about careers and how you can make the most of your career or even transition into a new one. So I talk about all of those things. When it comes to your kiddos, how often are you caught where you're calling for your child and it just falls on deaf ears? You call again, nothing. You call again, nothing. And then you start to really get upset. And then you start to yell at your kids. All the while, you may be in one room, they might be in another room, and you don't really know what they're doing. And then that yelling turns to angry yelling. And then they seem to come and do what it is that you want them to do. But then you start to feel resentment because why do I have to get mad all the time? Why do I have to yell for you to listen? Why can't you just listen the first time? I have said that sentence probably a million times, and I'm sure you have too. But there's a better way than yelling, 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 and then getting mad, and then feeling resentful, feeling frustrated, feeling powerless, and feeling like, what am I doing wrong? You don't have to feel that way. So what you're going to do now is you are going to first notice where you are, notice where your kids are, and you're going to go to them instead of where you are and calling them wherever they are. We don't necessarily take into consideration that their mind is occupied with something else, that they're either in a game or on a device or playing or running, jumping, doing wonderful, fun things, or just absorbed in a book. Whatever it is, mentally, emotionally, they're somewhere else. And often physically, they're somewhere else too. So we need to meet them where they are and know that it's just not really fair for us to just be calling and calling and calling. And look, I will still do that. I admit it. I will still do that. And then I know that, like, oh, well, that's a waste of my energy and my time. Why am I doing this? So then I go to them and it works every single time. And by the way, this works for husbands. It also works for me and moms and everybody else because we're all in our heads all the time, right? We're always distracted by something. And so making that connection really helps. So what you're going to do is you are going to go to your child. You're not going to say anything until you go to your child. Just observe what they're doing. What are they doing? Are they playing something? Are they reading something? And then you just go and give them a lovey, make a little connection, rub them on their back, give them a little scratch of their head, do something to just let them know that you're here. Bring them into the here and now. And you don't need eye contact for this. You just need to kind of know and be in tune with your child so they know that you're there. And then when you have their attention, when you know that they are back in the here and now, that's when you make your request. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Now, there are other things that may come up where they may say no. They may refuse to do the thing. They may say, no, I don't want to go yet. All you need to do is go into problem solving. Look at it as a puzzle to be solved. Like, hey, how come? How can I support you? What can I do to help? But the main point here, and the thing that is going to help you tremendously, is you being able to first connect. It's going to save you so much time and effort. And I want you to imagine what it would be like if you could leave the house every day, not angry, not frustrated, not feeling like you're fuming as you're driving your kids to school and then driving to work, for example. It doesn't have to be that way. And look, I used to be like that too. I used to be very angry on my way to school when I would walk my boys to school. And then I would avoid all those moms that seem to have it all together, which that was my perception. That wasn't necessarily reality. And I just would cry on the way home because I felt like I was the worst mom ever. I can't even get my kids to school. I can't even get out of the house on time. So this is such a big difference. It makes such a huge difference. And I encourage you to use it with your kids, no matter how old they are, because it absolutely works. And connection is everything. We all respond to connection. Now, I've talked a lot about getting out of the house on time, so I want you to watch this video next. This is how to get out of the house on time, and it's even more on this topic. So I extend it even more when I talk about it in this video. So please enjoy that video and keep coming back for more videos. And don't forget that every week that I have one of these videos, I also have a challenge in my Facebook group. I have two groups. So pick which one fits the best for you. I have moms and dads who want to yell less because I have the book, The Yelling Cure. And I also have working moms with strong-willed and difficult kids. Those are the kinds of families that I work with, especially those professionals who work really hard all day at work. They feel in control. They feel powerful. They feel like they have the answers, but then when they go home, they don't feel like they have the answers. That's what that group is all about. And look, I get that because that's how I felt too. I was embarrassed for anyone to know that I actually felt completely out of control and powerless at home. But at work, people would come to me and talk to me and ask for my advice and my answers and all that kind of stuff. And I felt kind of like a fraud. So that's what that group is all about. Either which way, whichever group that you're in, we talk about these topics every week. And I'm there to support you with your questions and to help you get more strategies. So join us. I would love to see you there. Don't forget to watch this video. Thank you for watching this video. And I am just beyond grateful for you for being here. Thanks again. And comment below on how it's gone for you. Comment below. Tell me what connecting before you request has done for your relationship with your kids. And do you have any questions about it? Let me know. Comment below. Thanks so much. Bye for now.